better work. Right. This is where me and Scotty had that cutscene. So once we complete the trial of the slope, the like that snow slope right here, this trial here, yeah, once completing that, and then you can go to the staff member, go back into that place right there to fight the Sub-Zero Shredder, Grusha herself. Grusha herself or something. Grusha, I guess sounds like a girl's name. So we're dealing with we're dealing with a Pokemon, a gym leader that's dealing with ice types. So yeah, and there she is. There you are. Where I'm freezing. I take it you're a challenger. Yup. That sounds about right. Me and Scotty beat up this thing with our Pokemon. If you heard from the previous episode of the remake, then yeah, that's your answer. But I'm using somebody else's thing. For example, like how to fight ice types. If people know, the weaknesses against ice types is either fire, rock, steel, fighting. That's it. I mean, because we're dealing with ice. So, yes. Because I know it's an ice type battle, so why not? Because you're challenged by a gym leader Grusha. So, the first Pokemon she's going to battle to summon out is the Frostmoth. And I know fire can beat that, so yeah, basically. Because we're dealing with ice here. I mean, yeah, I like that move, Lava Plume. That'll do it. And it will definitely die from that because it's ice and bug. So, yeah, that's a one way to go to oblivion for that. Then Bear Tick. Oh, yeah, remember that bear? That's the bear that tried to kill me before. Maybe a polar bear, but sure as heck can do some dangerous damage right there. It's not dead, but it do got earthquake, so watch it. And if you use Lava Plume again, just burn it. Just keep burning it. Until it's dead. Or hit it with the hammer, but don't use it too much because I know you can't use the hammer 2 times in a row. And then there's that giant whale with hands now. There it is. So Titan. It's a Titan. Yeah, because no, it's an ice whale, but it's on land instead. Basically, mean it's right there. Has basically a whale on land. I mean, a whale on 2 feet while on land. I don't know how that make any sense, but it's there. But it is a pure ice type, so that's really good. Yeah, just make sure you be careful not to use fire types too much now, because that one had liquidation. That's a problem. Try not to use a grass type. Well, if it has a double kick or low kick, that'll do it. So like a substitute. Because I mean, the fire one kind of fainted after it used that liquidation thing. Ice Spinner, that's a signature move if you defeat the trainer. If you defeat the gym leader. It's sort of like a Darkest Lariat, but different. It's made of ice instead of darkness and flames. Dark flames. Instead, you're dealing with this. So yeah. An Ice Shard, that's an ice type move, so watch out. Because I mean, because you're dealing with ice types and they're in their 40s and all, so yeah. Of course, this fight's not gonna be easy. I mean, nothing in a Pokemon fight is not easy. I mean, you're dealing with a gym, have to fight like all of that until you see her of all people. But you'll see what I mean. And the Ice Spreader move can do a lot of damage. Sucker Punch, and it's gone. The Pokemon is gone. Just like that, it's done. Now you got another Pokemon to deal with, and that's Alturia. That gotta be the next Pokemon. Because I know that gotta be the last one. I think. Because I know we got that Terra typing thing going on there. Because I mean, we're in the snowy mountains. Gonna just talk, gonna be the one false step into from a sheer fall. Yeah, Toria? Yep, I was right. So that gotta be our last Pokemon. She only had 4. So, you better use something there. I mean, its Terra typing is gonna be Ice, so battles like mountains in winter, the situation can change in a heartbeat. Yeah, because she terrorized the Pokemon the first time me and Scotty beat her up. I had a Tinkertonk that was the Terra typing was Steel, and that can finish it off. That's the one I finished it with. He had his Pokemon to finish that thing off too. Because no, we're dealing with a gym leader that terrorizes Pokemon, so yeah. Basically, I mean, it's not our fault. I mean, you want to fight, you want to fight. So, you want these hands, you want these hands. So let's go. I mean, it's not our fault you want to fight. And yeah, I mean, it just happened. It's just right. Ugh. Okay, what was doing? Oh yeah, this is the video, right? And then you use, yeah, either you use fire, steel, rock, or fighting against this. You can. Just be careful. Do not use too much fire, or that liquidation move could knock you down. And yeah, just make sure your Pokemon doesn't fade in that one. Just make sure they're like over 40 something. Like, make sure they're strong enough. Like, train them hard. Sort of like in their 80s or something, or their 50s or 60s or 70s. You do it. Because I know me and my buddy used a lake with overpowered Pokemon that we can use as sort of like a training ground. We use that like that lake in Paldea. There's a lake where you got these Pokemon that are OP as heck. So if you use them that many times, I think that's one way to make your Pokemon pretty much OP. I mean, it's not our fault. It's just right. It's just right there. I mean, we want to make our Pokemon strong enough so we can finish the fight. Until that moment until we finish the fight. I mean, that is the fight. Once you defeat her, the Ice type gym leader is defeated. And now, the gym leader will give us our badge and take a picture to take a photo. So yes, that happened, and me and Scotty were kind of confused. In that moment, we had to take an emotional break. That this little girl that we see in there was that was part of the Elite Four. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, of all people, I mean, that should have been an adult like this one over here. Because, I mean, look at her. Look at that person. That's an adult right there. And I would say that that's serious. Because an adult is supposed to be older than a little girl. Like, come on. And I can know the difference between that. Like, these two, for example, I mean, you got one that's randomized, and you got this one that's over here crazy. But that, yes. Yeah, we pat ourselves in the back, and we did it. And now we have we have to fight the Elite Four. The Pokemon League. Now this is when things get really twisted. Cause that's when me and Scotty did the thing. We beat up the Elite Four, including her as well. She was randomized as heck. Crazy, but we did it. Beating her up. Crazy as all heck as the Elite Four. And we might take her battle. I may take her seriously, and we did it before. So you was crazy. You, miss, you're crazy. Because the first time we fought you was crazy as heck. The first time I met you in the Scarlet, fighting you for the first time. That was something. Seriously.